Was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far, over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, one magic day, he passed my way. And though we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. And then one day, one magic day, he passed my way. And though we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
Hello, happy Valentine's Day, and welcome to Retro Reactions Valentine's Day /1000 subscriber special. I thought I'd do something real different today that most reactors don't do, and that's share some of my singing and a little bit of my music with you, things I've done in the past, and hopefully you will enjoy it. All the songs today are going to have themes about love in different forms, and I'll explain as we go. So that first one was Nature Boy, an amazing song, originated by Nat King Cole, I believe. And this was the karaoke version of Celine Dion's version from the late 90s, from one of her great albums. And absolutely love this song, very dark, very mysterious. If you know me at all, which many of you do, you know that's the kind of music I love the most. So absolutely love that one since I first heard it in a Moulin Rouge movie. I believe David Bowie sung that version, and great song. So I just had to record it back in the day about 10 years ago or so. To me, that represents, just kind of the love between mankind, the love you give and take from each other, and how that's one of the most important things, if not the most important thing in this world. So Next up, we have one of my favorites from a musical you may have heard of called The Phantom of the Opera. Very famous, obviously, from the 80s. And this one is called The Music of the Night. Definitely love the dark, mysterious vibe of this musical. I've seen it a few times on stage, and it's incredible. I just love the music, and this is one of my favorite songs, if not my favorite song from it. So I just had to sing it about 10, 11 years ago. And last year on my other channel, I created a video to go along with it in character as the Phantom. To me, this one, even though the Phantom is totally infatuated, totally head over heels, deeply in love with Christine, this song is more about the love of music and the power it has over you. And it's just so beautifully written, the lyrics, and expresses our passion and love for music perfectly, which, we share on this channel for sure. Many times it's happened that we discuss, the power of music and what it's done to me just alone on this channel, let alone everything I've heard in life. So here we go, The Music of the Night from Phantom of the Opera.
Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness that you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey to a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the life you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin, let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the night.
All right, the next one is a world premiere of one of my very own and one of my very first songs ever written in 1989 when I was a wee young teenager. And this one is called Sleep. It's a very slow, dark song, at least this version. It kind of started out as a soft lullaby with a nice Japanese motif, some Japanese sounds going on there. And over time it evolved. I re-recorded it about 12 years ago, this version. And I put a Middle Eastern, mysterious vibe flair to it, and lots of Middle Eastern instruments and elements, which, I very, very much love that genre. And so it gave it a more mysterious, dark vibe, which fits because it is somewhat of a dark song, It's basically about a boy who's deeply in love with a troubled girl and just wants her to fall and drown into sleep to avoid her problems and leave this world, at least temporarily, so she can be at peace in her slumber. And again, it's called Sleep from 1989, my own song, one of my babies, and I hope you enjoy it.
You know I'd like to see you sleep the way I see you weep. Fade yourself out. Tie up your sorrow until tomorrow, when life is just too deep. Drown yourself out. You know I'd like to see you sleep the way I see you weep. Fade yourself out. Tie up your sorrow until tomorrow, when life is just too deep. Drown yourself out.
Okay, and we're going to go way, way back for the next one. I think it's one that many of you probably are very familiar with. Very famous Barbra Streisand song called Evergreen from A Star Is Born. Absolutely love this song, and it was one of my dad's favorites. I actually recorded this version for him as a birthday gift on one of the CDs I made for him, again back in the days. And of course, thank goodness, he really, really loved it. He was such a great, great inspiration as far as, instilling great older music into my mind as a child growing up. He introduced me to many great bands like Earth, Wind & Fire, Doobie Brothers, Barbra Streisand, Chicago, Gladys Knight, Michael Jackson, the list goes on. And I'm so, so grateful that I had all that exposure at such a young age, not just from him, but from my mother, from siblings and friends as well. I mean, if it weren't for one friend who was into Depeche Mode way before me, I may not have been such a huge fan at such an early age. So I appreciate how friends and family really have an impact on our musical mind being formed as we grow up, and very, very grateful for that. So here we go. Evergreen.
Soft as an easy chair, love, fresh as the morning air, one love that is shared by two. I have found with you. Like a rose under the April snow, I was always certain love would grow. Love, ageless and evergreen, seldom seen by two. First, every day a beginning. Spirits rise and the dance is unrehearsed. They warm and excite us, 'cause we have the brightest love. Two lights that shine as one, morning glory and midnight sun. Time we've learned to sail above. Time won't change the meaning of one love, ageless and ever, ever
All right, well, that was clearly about romantic love. Now we're going to move on with a song about the love of nature and our deep, deep relationship with it, and the beauty involved and the turmoil involved with how the world interacts with nature, sometimes positive and much in a negative way as well. But it's just celebrating and loving nature, and that's by the amazing, amazing Michael Jackson, the king of pop, and the song is called Earth Song. It also has such an amazing video. If you haven't seen it, very, very powerful, impactful, and really drives the message straight into the heart. Love the song. It's so beautiful musically, beautiful lyrically, a bit sad, but again, our appreciation and love of nature and our relationship with nature is the focus. Yes, I know it's very, very bold of me to try to attempt Michael Jackson, the king of pop, one of the best singers of all time, especially with my deeper baritone voice register. But I just had to, and I tried it, and I think it came out pretty good. Of course, I had to go falsetto in some parts, which wasn't really a fan of that, but I had no choice because, again, my vocal register is much deeper than his. But I have mad respect for the way he can sing, the way he delivered, and the heights he can get with his powerful screaming type voice, really delivering that emotion to you. So without further ado, Earth Song by Michael Jackson.
I love the planet. What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about killing fields? Is there a time? What about all the things that you said were yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we've shed before? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth that's weeping shore? What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your only son? What about flowering fields? Is there a time? What about all the dreams that you said were yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the children dead from war? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth that's weeping shore?
about the seas? The heavens are falling down. I can't even breathe. What about apathy? I need you. What about nature's work? It's our planet's womb. What about animals? Turn kingdoms to dust. What about elephants? Have we lost the trust? What about crying whales ravaging the seas? What about forest trails burned to spider, please? What about the Holy Land torn apart by greed? What about the common man? Can we set him free? What about children dying? Can't you hear them cry? Where did we go wrong? Someone tell me why. What about baby boy? What about the days? What about all the joy?
What about the man?
What about the crying man? What about Abraham? What about death again? Do we give a damn? Make that change.
And lastly, we're back to romantic love, but the kind that comes with a lot of heartache when you really, really want someone and maybe it's hard to get to them, or maybe there's a history, just something that went wrong, something preventing you, but there's still deep, deep love. And who else can better do that than the wonderful, amazing, dark, moody Depeche Mode, my number one favorite band of all time. Yes, this is for all you Depeche Mode fans out there, especially the new ones that have just recently subscribed. This song is called I Want You Now, sung by the amazing Martin Gore from their 1987 album Music for the Masses. So this one's a full cover song. I did the vocals and I created all the instrumentation and arrangements. I try to stay in the same lane as the original, but give it a new spin and my own flavor to it. It's very dark, moody, much reverb going on, which I think lends itself well to the song. And again, hope you DM fans enjoy it out there. They are my number one musical inspiration. So if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't have gotten into music and gotten into singing and created all this stuff that I'm sharing with you today. So hope you enjoy I Want You Now by Depeche Mode. All right. Thank you so much for watching and listening, especially those who watched till the very end. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, a beautiful week, and just much blessings and much peace in your life every single day and night, as I always say. That's so important to have that in this crazy world that we live in. Anyway, thanks again for all your support. It means the world to me, and I will see you next time. You know where. Take care.